Hi, everybody. I'm Bridget Beirne.
And I'm Tom Frey. Welcome to our bright spot.
I like it. We are so sorry that we're not going to see you all from the stage this summer. We were certainly looking forward to a really wonderful season at the Players this summer. But we are here in our home in Peterborough, staying safe and staying healthy, as we hope all of you are too. So we were inspired by our buddy Craig Swartz, who told a fabulous story of when things went hilariously wrong during The Philanderer, and we thought we would share some of our favorite onstage oopses.
I just do what Craig does.
So I am a terrible person to be on stage with when things go wrong. I am the last person you want to be on stage with when things go wrong. I am not someone who can easily fill in or save the day. I usually just look like a deer in headlights and end up turning around to whoever is directly upstage from me and crossing my eyes because I don't quite know what to do. So one of my favorite onstage oops stories actually did happen at the Players. And it was a few years back now when we were doing the 39 steps. And I don't know if any of you remember, there was a large portion of the 39 steps where two of the characters are supposed to be handcuffed together. And that was myself and Ian Peaks. And we had a whole scene where we were kind of escaping over the moors, handcuffed together, and we were climbing over things and under things and doing all this jazz. And there was one moment where we were supposed to be downstage, pull apart for a second, and he was supposed to quickly pull me back to him because my character could not escape from him. She was trying to and she couldn't. And one night we got to the edge of the stage and we pulled apart for a second and our handcuffs miraculously sprung open and I was completely free. And I just remember there was a moment where Ian and I looked at each other and then just kind of looked at the audience like this. And now, bearing in mind, again, I am the worst person to have on stage when something goes wrong. Thankfully, Ian quickly grabbed my hand and put the handcuff back on, pulled me to him, did another take out to the audience, and we went on with the play. So I was pretty lucky to have my cookies saved that day.
I wonder if it looks like you're slapping me every time you gesticulate. I feel like... So there's one time...
I can't help it.
Oh. Right. Admirable Crichton was a play we did 9-10 years ago here at the Players, and I played an English butler. And the first act was on a set, the back of which was the wall of this English house, and it was rigged so that it would fly out for Act 2, which was set on an island, completely different setting entirely, and then Act 3 it would come back in. And back in the day, when Gus had me doing 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 shows, and when I first started doing it, I mean, it's absolutely terrifying because you're trying to learn 4 shows, and
Right.
During the first show, you've got 3 other or 2.5 shows already in your head, and you're trying to cram another one in your head, and the lines are just almost there maybe. And so in the first few years, I would carry my script backstage with me so that I could check the lines of the next scene really quickly before I went on, just for a little bit of confidence. And I got in the habit in Admirable Crichton of placing my script on the back of the set, because there was a nice little shelf there where the wood came across to stabilize the set, and it was nice set right there. And it was great as long as I remembered to take my script with me after Act 1. So one of the nights I did not remember to take my script with me after Act 1, and it was there on the back of the set, and I was in the dressing room and I thought, oh God, no. And I ran back and I looked at the ASM and said, have you done it? Meaning, have you already made the scene change? And she just went and pointed up, and I looked up there, and 35 feet in the air was the set for Act 1, and my script was all the way up there.
All of your lines.
All of my performance of Act 2 was in the fly. My performance for Act 2 was literally up in the air.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Or the last.
I think a lot of people don't know that when we're doing multiple shows at a time, usually you are checking your script to the very last minute. Not usually, but sometimes to the last minute you walk on stage.
I am. So I'd like once again to thank Craig Swartz for letting me steal his ideas.
As usual.
As usual. And quite seriously, we want to say how much we're going to miss seeing each and every one of you at the Players this summer. It's no secret that the Players is a central part of our life and means a great deal to both of us.
We're so lucky and grateful that you've allowed us to share with you our theatrical hijinks over the years, and we are so looking forward to the time when we can all very happily get together again at the Players. So go enjoy the sunshine.